Hey, it's Denny from Inspired by Nana. I'm back, and today I thought I would take this 12 by 12 piece of scrap paper and do something for my newest journal I'm working on. It's for autoimmune disease awareness. It's like an inspiration book. Here's just a little sneak peek. I just got started decorating it today, so I haven't gotten very far, but I thought that I would take this 12 by 12 and the color is purple for autoimmune awareness, so that's what we're going for, and I thought I would see what I could do with it. What I'm thinking is just cutting it and like making two and having it like a page that goes over the page and that you could remove and have pockets and stuff. So let's get started. I've got some stuff laid out here, so hopefully this video I will be more organized. Now I need to see how wide, let me cut the paper real quick here, how wide I want it. I'm thinking about like this. Now this was one single-sided scrap paper, so I put this on the other side. I thought that was pretty to give us some stability so when I fold it over. So let me get another one cut here, and then we'll get started decorating. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna fold it over. Let's see where I left off here. Maybe right here would be good to go along with this purple right here. Let me see how far down I want it. Right there would be pretty good. I mean, if I fold it completely in half, it might be too short. That might not be too bad though. So I'm thinking about right here. I'm gonna fold it. You can tell how thick it is though when I fold it. I just used glue stick to stick the two together, but I wanted something that was really thick in that so it would stay on the page easier when you lift it off. All right, so this is what we have. I'll go ahead and do that one later. Okay, now I want to embellish the front, so I'm thinking like pocket, maybe a tuck, and I've got several things here. I've got these, and I got this off of, I actually downloaded a small digital thing. It come with these prints from My White Cat Journal, the apothecary, and they're really cute. That's the first time I've ever downloaded and printed, because I usually don't use any kind of, I use my own stuff that I go through, magazines and stuff, but I was thinking I'd do something different. I got all these cards here. This one would be cute. Since it's for autoimmune, you definitely gotta try to make yourself laugh, because it's a very miserable, it affects so much of your life. When I got diagnosed, it really just affected everything. It affected our income. It affected my mental health, because I was just, I felt like for 2 years I was stuck on the couch a lot. I'm going to go ahead and trim this off, because I think that's separate, that hello. There we go. That's cute. I like how the purple brings out the purple here. So let's go ahead and how about turn this into a little tuck spot. I think since I'm going to turn it into a tuck spot, I'll just trim up the corner a little bit here. But anyway, it just affects everything. And then my daughter got diagnosed. So our fun time was we would go to the rheumatologist together, and then we would go to Applebee's and eat afterwards. That's just how it is. Now I backed this with some stuff, a clear white, so if I make a journal card out of it, whoever gets it can write. Oh no, my glue. I have a heck of a time with the glue. Let's see if there we go. So I'm just going to put the glue down this side and on the bottom here. And I think I want it in this corner. So when I put it on the page, it'll be easier to add stuff if you're not wanting at that moment to take it off the page. Well, and I was just using art glitter glue. It sticks so quickly. You have to really, there we go. I think that's cute. Tuck stuff in behind there. I think I'll go ahead and trim this up a little bit. I didn't get all that all the way. Just the edge here. There we go. And let's turn this into a little journal card here. Now, why is that not wanting to? It might still be wet from where I used the glue stick. So I'll just cut that. I can see where it, I don't have the patience to wait. All right, now I haven't been inking in this journal as much, but when I do, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do something different, go out of my comfort zone, and I'm using purple. Because usually I always use the espresso, and my journals are typically always vintage and that, but this time I had this pillowcase that had the lavender on it, and that's what I used for the cover. And I had made the cover like 2 months ago, and then it just dawned on me with the purple to use it for the look at that, there's some of that paper left on there, to use it for the autoimmune, you know, an inspiration book for if anybody has it, any kind of, there's so many kind of autoimmunes. And I'm just going to fill it full of inspiration, and they can journal. And I was going to put like a calendar in it for like doctor's appointments. And I thought, you know what? When you have an autoimmune disease, it's like the illness is your life anyway. So instead of doing that, I'm going to focus on the good stuff and just have it to where people can reflect and write in it and good things and inspiration. So, okay, I think with this I'm going to go ahead, you know what, I'll leave that. Now let's see what we can do, and I'll probably add more. Butterflies is the autoimmune like mascot, so I've got a bunch of different butterflies here. Probably add that in a minute, that I was going to use also. Now I was thinking, when we lift this up, we have to have something on the inside, right? I mean, we cannot just leave it plain. So I'm thinking maybe a pocket, maybe a little pad of paper down here would be cute. So for the pad of paper, I just have some coffee stained paper. And I think what I'll do is I will just kind of measure here, and then I'll cut it. So that's how wide, and I'll do it again. That'll give us plenty of sheets. Now this side might be a little shorter, but it's okay, we can work with that. Now I'm hoping that this will cut it because it's so flimsy. Let me cut the paper real quick, and then we'll attach that. There's one. There's another one. Yeah, that one's a little shorter, but that's okay. We can work with it. All right, so let's go ahead. You know, I like this side better. It seems darker. Even though I'm not really going for the vintagey look, I'll keep that one wider. And we'll put this one in the middle. And I think what I'm going to do is just staple it. That's an easy way, but I do like to cover up my staples. Let's double check and make sure this is going to fit and it don't hang out. I think it'll be all right. All right, so let me get my little, so I think I'm just going to put a couple staples up here in the top. There we go. And let's cover that with either paper or lace. Now see, I like this red color, so I have this scrap from where I made my signatures. So let's just take a piece of the scrap and use that for the top. I'll just fold that over. Let's cut it. Oh, I tell you what, it's been so hot today. So humid, but I did manage, since I don't have to have this done, obviously, before I go out of town on Tuesday, but I do not like anything hanging over my head. So I've got a goal to get this journal done by Monday. So I was out here sweating. It was awful just trying to get it done. All right. Now we can use this little piece of scrap paper right here. Let's go ahead and glue that. That way, you know, our staples are covered. You don't have to cover your staples. I just prefer to. You could cover it with fabric, lace, or leave it alone. And my daughter uses staples a lot on her like collages and stuff, which is fine. To each his own. All right, there we go. Now, all we got to do now is attach it into, oh, look at that. It's sticking out a wee bit. I'll just trim it up now. And then we will attach it into our little, what do you call it? Over the page. I don't know. I'll figure out what it's called here later. I've made them before. I just thought it would be nice, you know, somebody that's newer. This is a simple project that can be done. Now I could put a butterfly up there. I could put like a little piece of lace with a butterfly over top of it. I have this, but it's kind of a peachy color. And then I have this. I tried to find my burlap earlier. I thought burlap would be cute in this journal, but I couldn't find that. Of course, I'll find it when I don't need it. I have this little piece of fabric, but it's kind of thicker. And I think, yeah, that wouldn't work. How about we just use a little piece of this. I'm just winging it here, so you're kind of along with me for the ride to try to figure out how to decorate things just to get it done. I enjoy it so much though, even though it's hot, because I'm out in the shop and we have yet to get it insulated. So you could do it that way, kind of have it a little crooked. Let's see, I also have this, but I'm kind of waiting to save this for something else. Let's see, I want to cut a piece of this. I usually tear it. I love how torn. Or I could even put a button if I can find a button that's kind of flat enough. I don't want to add a lot of bulk to this book because the way it's made. But like I said, you can add stuff or take stuff out because, well, I didn't say it. The way it's made, it is the elastic bands, and I mean, it is sturdy. I probably just put that right up in your face. It's real sturdy, and so you can just slip pages out. Like you could take out a whole signature, add stuff to it. So, but it's already kind of, so I don't want to add anything with too much bulk. So I think I might just go ahead. I'm spending way too much time, aren't I? Maybe that with that little butterfly. Where did it go? Here it is. I'm thinking this little butterfly here. You know what? I kind of like it without anything. You don't have to foo-foo up everything, do you? I mean, I don't think you do. Depends on the style, I guess, that you're going for. Try to get it in the center. All right, now let's go ahead and get this attached. I really don't mind the paper sticking out the bottom either. What I'm going to do, let me get me a piece of scrap paper here. If you could see to the right of me and to the left of me, you'd probably have a stroke. It's so messy from where I've been working out here all day. I'm just going to color up all these little papers down here, these little notches in the purple. I'm kind of just mixing a lot of colors together. Here we go. Something a little different. I'll like it better once it's in. Okay, there we go. See, that don't look bad. All right, let's go ahead and attach this to. Now that I got that purple down there though, I'm not real crazy about this red. All right, again, just using an art glitter glue. I'm gonna hold it up there. I haven't even been checking to see if I'm in frame. I hope and pray I've been in frame this whole time, or at least it's on. Okay, there we go. Just kind of push it down. All right, so we have a tuck spot, and then we have a pad of paper. And up here, I'm thinking another little pocket or something would be cute. So let's see what I got hanging out here. Maybe something that has the reds and everything in with it. Let's see. How about this one? That wouldn't look too bad. I don't really want to do another tuck. I could just put it in the middle, make just a pocket in the middle. All right, let's see. Here we go again. I might just have to get a new, I don't know why that's not wanting to work. That's ridiculous. It's probably my fault though. It's probably not the, uh-oh. There we go. I was gonna say, this is my daughter's. If I tear it up, she's gonna choke me. I'll use this side instead. All right. Now I need to trim. That didn't really do a very good job. Let me trim that up a little bit. You know what? Bend it. Cut it. Make a tag. There we go. Forget that cutter. We don't need it, do we? All right, so we're going to turn this into a pocket, but I think first I'll make it into a little tag and then just use the tag as a pocket. Or I could have it as a side pocket. Let me get that little, all right, and for this, I'm gonna go ahead and use, this is a I always want to say crocodile, crop-a-dile to Big Bite. I actually got this at Joann Fabrics. I got it on sale for 25 bucks. Now I'm just gonna look and see where I bent it so I can see where the middle is. Poke a hole, and I'm gonna get a grommet. I've been using the gold grommets for this. Put that in. It won't add too much bulk to it. Now, this side, I've got to change this thing here. There we go. Put that in. Just line it up. There we go. Easy peasy. But, and I think I have some just string. I think I'll use some string. And I think what I'll do, see, how did I do that last time? I just kind of tried to gather a bunch of it together and stick through there. Like that. Just bring them all together. Squeeze them together so you can get them through the hole. There we go, just like that. And then you're going to want to line them up. See, I don't know if you can see how I've just lined them up, opened them up. And then that way you don't have just one dangly, lonely little string. And then pull them through. And then what I do is I go through and just cut. There we go. And now you've got, to me it looks a little better. I mean, I've done one string before, but I think this looks better. Now we'll use this as a side pocket. And it's always easier to come in from this side. So let's see. Need to do here at the top. Just a thin and then down. And there. And we'll turn that into a little pocket. Try to get it even with this side. Now I know that added a little bit of bulk to it, but I think it's cuter that way. And now we can use it for a little card. Let me trim this when I added that back on. It's amazing how you try to get something straight and it comes out that crooked. See, that's cute. In order for it to fit a little bit better though, I think I'm gonna go ahead and trim it off a little bit more so it doesn't stick out. There we go. And then, like I said, I made it to where they could journal on the back, whoever gets this. Let's see. I took a break from making videos. I'll tell you what, my last one, it was awful. And you know, I just wasn't in the mood to do it at the time, and I should have just not done it. So I just took me a little break. I was starting to try to do too much around here, and I was just getting wore out, and then I get sick, and then it's all I can do. I've been flaring. Anybody that has autoimmune knows what I'm talking about. I've been flaring for like 2 months now. So if it's hard for me sometimes to come up with certain words and that, and I come blank, I mean, it's just part of it. The medications I'm on, it really makes me lose my memory, and I really lose my train of thought very easily. So if I ever stutter around, that's why. You know, though, the way I am, if I wasn't sick, I'd probably stutter around anyway. All right, let's see what else we can do. Because I like that, but I feel like I could do more. Let's see what it looks like on the page. We could always do something to the back as well. Yeah, because that looks kind of weird. I think we need to put something back here. All right, let's see. I'll put it right here and have it over. Yeah, that looks cute. Maybe some lace down here at the bottom. But I'll have to be careful because I want to put lace back here. I want to do something back here. You can't really have, you know, to me that just, it's not going to look right. So let's see. I didn't plan for that part. That would be cute. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. That would actually be very cute. The polka dots, and it's the exact same color. Let me see if I can get this. Well, of course I didn't get it. Everything is crooked. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. That's not bad, but it still hangs out a little bit. Let me cut one more time. Try that. All right, let's see how far down I can get it, because I'm wanting it to cover up all of this here. So let's, and while we're at it, let's make a pocket. That's my thing, make a pocket. I mean, you have pockets, tucks, belly bands. I'm not a huge fan of belly bands. I mean, I've done them. I've made some beautiful belly bands before. You know what? I am just absolutely insane. I can't do a pocket. Oh my goodness. See, this is what I'm talking about. But you know what? That's okay. Just wipe it off. Like Pam at the Paper Outpost says, it's just paper. No big deal. But now I've ruined the paper right there. So I'll stain that. Anytime you have a oopsie, just stain it. All right, there we go. That's covered, but now look, that looks awful. But that's okay, we'll fix it. All right, so that's what we have so far. I'm thinking this would be cute across there. Let's see. That, or I could bring in more color. Use the yellow. I have red. Let's see. Let me cut this bottom part off and see what that'll look like. Try to speed it up a little bit here. Okay. what I could do with this one is make just a, there we go. Like a little tuck. That'd be cute. When I do tucks, I always try to go up a little bit. That way it seems to be a little bit more secure, but not that high up. Could be wrong. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it, I guess. All right. There we go. So now we have a little tuck spot. We might as well use all this stuff. It's sitting here, right? So this is cute. Could be another little journal card. I like to have tons of writing space, especially for this, because your emotions with any kind of illness, not just autoimmune, is all over the place. So, and when you have that emotion, you need to write it down. So I want to have plenty of writing. You know, I'm not liking how that's doing, so I'm just going to use the actual stamp pad. And this is Dusty Concord. I've had this for, well, ever since just about the beginning. And I think this is pretty much the first time I've really actually used it. It's funny, I collect things and I'm like, I'll never use that. And I'll put it up and then next thing you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. Okay. So, well, you know what I should have done? Well, you know what? I'm not even fooling with cutting the corners on this. I'm just going to leave it. All right. So we'll tuck that in there, but I'm not going to tuck it all the way because the glue is still wet. So we've got that there. And then on the front, I think that's cute. I'm going to go ahead and add another little, I love all the colors. I'm trying to do upbeat, even though it's purple. The primary color is purple for the autoimmune, but I just wanted to add all different colors. And then we've got this with the pocket. But now I've discovered that, well, that's not gonna work if stuff don't stay in it. There. Now, I'm gonna have to do something here because I'm not digging this. And I need to reinforce this. So I could go ahead and use this. Let's see if I have one the right size. I could cut it down. I could use that and then just have that, the metallic. Okay, let me cut it down real quick. All right. Don't look at my cutter. I swear it is so dirty, and I have actually cleaned it, and it's like everything is stuck down inside of it. So I can't get it out. All right, that's not bad. I mean, a little bit of the edging will show, but that'll be okay because I don't mind that. Let me see. All right, now I just need to get it cut the other way. Where's my pencil? I'm surprised this pencil barely works. It was my grandma's, so this pencil is probably like 80 years old. The eraser is like hard as a rock. All right, I'm gonna cut it real quick. All right, I could either use this side to keep it the way it is, or I could use this side. You know what I'm going to do? I changed my mind. But you know what? That's what women do, right? We are allowed to change our minds, especially when it comes to going out to dinner. And the sooner the men realize that, the better off they'll be. That is, I hate that. My husband would be like, where do you want to go eat? And I swear it could take me 2 days to figure it out. I'm so indecisive. I cannot make a decision when it's about where we're going to eat at. And I think he gets so aggravated, which I get aggravated with myself. It's because I can't decide. All right, I'm going to notch a little hole in it. So then we know, obviously, then it's a pocket. So, but I'm sure I'm not the, oh, No wonder it's hard to punch. It's thick, but it makes it more sturdy. Okay. You know what I did? Dag nabbit. I punched a hole in the wrong end. Okay, I'll use that somewhere else. It's a good thing I have more here. As a matter of fact, I have another piece over here on my cutting board. Okay, perfect. All right, this time, let me make sure I punch. Instead of that big one, I think I'm going to use the smaller one anyway. But I know I'm not the only one that, like my brother one time told my dad, he's like, my sister-in-law, he'll be like, where do you want to go? I don't care. Where do you want to go? I don't care. And then finally he's like, okay. And he pulls in somewhere. And she's like, but I didn't want to come here. I'm like, oh, that's such a typical woman thing. All right. Now that I've actually done it right, where it's supposed to go, there we go. Now, I'm just going to place this down here, like so. Try to move it over just a tiny bit. This art glitter glue, I tell you what. There we go. All right. And you can decorate this. Like put some, like a little cluster on there. That would look pretty. Little pieces of fabric. Let's see what I got here. Got this. It needs a haircut though. That's from where I ripped it. I don't care a little bit of fuzzies, but that's just a little bit too much for my liking. Let's see. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's a hot mess in here. I've got to get it cleaned up tomorrow. But I get on a roll and that's it. Once I get started, it's like I don't want to put things away. I just want to keep going. All right, let's rough it up a little bit here. I'm going to put this right here. I think have this sticking out with this. I'm going to take this top off, I think. But that little tiny piece I will use eventually. Maybe like that, that. But it's going to be something flat. I don't want to, I mean, I need to use butterflies because obviously that's, like I said, kind of the theme here. But I want to incorporate other things, but for the sake of the video, I'll go ahead and just use. Now for this, I'm going to use the art glitter glue. Well, I need to put something because I think I put this upside down. Ugh. All right, so I'm just going to lay this that way. This one I will put kind of catty corner if I can get the glue to come out. I need to refill it. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Ugh. Okay, there we go. Put that one like right there. And let me get my needle. It amazes me how quickly things just kind of goop up and then clog up. We're about done. Then I'll let you see the finished product. I mean, this is easy. If you have some pieces of 12 by 12 that you want to incorporate, you're not sure what to do for your journal, I mean, this is something easy. What, it's been like 20 minutes maybe? Let's see. Oh, 35 minutes. But in 35 minutes, I think, in my opinion, we have come up with something very cute. And like I said, I'll probably embellish it more, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to stop here. But this is what we have. And then with the little side pocket, the writing paper. And if I decide I don't like how I did that purple stain on the bottom, I can just cut that off. And then on the back, we've got the tuck spot, but I really need to find something that's smaller. There we go. I'll trim that up too. It's got the white. Yeah, that's staying. And then on the very back, I need to put something in here. just another little journal card right there. So it's really cute. Didn't take long, minimal supplies. And let's just put it in a book and see what it looks like. Now, another reason I like it being really thick is I don't have to really use like a bulldog clip or nothing. But if I wanted, I could put a bulldog clip on it to kind of keep it in place and hang some little beads or charms from it. But yeah, I think I'll do that real quick. Let's see. I'll hang the beads in that tomorrow. There we go. That looks cute. All right, so that's what we've got. I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and head off of here. But you guys keep crafting, and thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, and share. And if you get a little bit of time, check out our Etsy, Inspired by Nana. We have numerous journals on there for sale right now. And also my dad makes handmade canes. He's got several on there for gifts for men. It's got like actual rattlesnake skin. It's got crushed up coal on some of them for like coal miners, because my dad was a coal miner and so was my grandpa. But thank you for watching. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye.